Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Anthem of Anxiety. I'm your lovely host, Mark Addison. Today we'll be doing another Mortal Kombat X video, specifically who's in and who's out as far as the character roster goes. This is going to be a long video, folks, so please sit back and relax. Let me start off by saying that I just woke up and I am tired as fuck. Anyways, now that the formalities are out of the way, let's get started. Alright, we're going to get started by doing the confirmed characters, people who we know for a fact are in the game. We have Raiden, God of Thunder, the Mercenary, Kano, the Undead Shiraiyu Ninja, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, who should not technically be in the game, but check out my Sub-Zero theory below, and it elaborates further on that idea. We have Cassie Cage, Devore, the Insect Queen, the Sorcerer and Necromancer, Quan Chi, Kotal Khan, Ferris, and Tor, who technically are two characters, but they function as one, similar to how Noob and Smoke did in Mortal Kombat Deception. So, this list right here are the characters that are alive. They did not die in the previous game, and have the most likely chance of anybody of reappearing. We have Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade, who, are they appearing or not? Most likely not, despite them being alive in the previous game. However, if you watch my No Johnny or Sonya video, I elaborate on that further. We have Scarlet, the Blood-Dripped Warrior. Now, Scarlet was a DLC character, so whether she'll make a full or a fuller appearance is unlikely, although I'm hoping she is in the game. If nothing else, let's say we see her in a cutscene, let's just say she dies. Most likely her role in the game will be that she is going to serve Kotal Khan, since he is the current Emperor of Outworld. We have the four-armed Shokan, Shiva. Chances are she will be serving Kotal Khan as well. I mean, yeah, sure, her allegiance may falter, but who knows what's going to happen. I mean, it's all up in the air at this point. But yeah, she's very loyal to the Emperor of Outworld, so chances are she'll be serving Kotal Khan. We have Melina. Now, Melina's a little bit of a special case. If any of you guys have played Mortal Kombat 4, at the end of 3, she was banished to the Netherrealm, and she was serving Shinnok in his Army of Darkness. So, whether or not she's actually going to be working with Kotal Khan, I mean, yeah, there is an Emperor of Outworld, so she very well may be working for him. And nor was she banished to the Netherrealm. So her allegiance may be a little tricky. She may go with Shinnok in this game simply because, he's not Shao Kahn, or that he promises her something or whatever, or she may go with Kotal Khan, depending on what Kotal's relationship with Shao was. I want to say it's been confirmed that he is not a biological relative of Shao Kahn, but who knows? I mean, it's like I said, it's all theory. It's all up in the air right now. We've got the Tarkatan warrior, Baraka. Now, Baraka is a very similar case to Melina. He worked for Shinnok in Mortal Kombat Gold, technically, which is basically just an update of 4. But then again, there is an Emperor of Outworld. He may be serving him. So, like I said, we don't know. But chances are Baraka is a fan favorite. He has a very good chance of coming back in the game, maybe with a new look. I really want to see him. I really hope he gets killed off in this game personally, but I also hope he is at least a playable character. I want to see him die, but I want to be able to play as him a little bit too. Goro. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. The Shokan Prince. Actually, he's been confirmed for the game. I believe it's a pre-order from GameStop. You get to play as him. And actually, because he is an extra character, he's not a part of the main roster. Chances are you have to go off to the side to select him or what have you. But yeah, Goro is a playable character. He does not fill up the roster, so yeah, he does not take a roster spot technically. His role in the game, we're not too sure because after Mortal Kombat 1, he was presumed to be dead, but he resurfaced, and actually he was kind of a wild card in 4. He did not serve Shinnok's Army of Darkness. He just wanted to beat up Liu Kang because Liu Kang fucked him over. He kicked his ass in MK1 and stole the Mortal Kombat champion title from him. So yeah, I'd be a little pissed too. Of course, at the end of it, he ended up making peace with Kung Lao. They shook hands, and then the Edenians, the Shao Kahn, and the Centaurs all made a pact to overthrow Shao Kahn. Of course, this was done after Shinnok was defeated. But then again, he wasn't presumed dead in the new timeline, so he may be in allegiance with Outworld. He may be serving Koltal Khan. I mean, that's the tricky part. This new timeline is it has so much differences from the original. We don't know where these people are going to stand. We don't know whether Outworld and the Netherrealm are going to be working together. Because in the original timeline, they kind of were. Because Shinnok was somewhat helping out Shao Kahn. He's the one who resurrected Sindel, whereas Quan Chi did it in the new timeline. However, at the same time, in the new timeline, Shao Kahn was completely unaware of Shinnok, and Quan Chi kind of just presented himself as a humble servant of Shao Kahn. He was kind of being played rather than being cooperated with. So is Outworld going to be working with the Netherrealm? I don't think so. I think that the Netherrealm is going to go after everybody, and that, which makes me believe that Koltel Khan isn't going to be working for Shinnok either. I think he's going to be like a third party. So it's not just, the Netherrealm versus everybody else versus Edenia and Earthrealm. I think Outworld may oppose the Netherrealm, which is an interesting fact, like kind of like the lesser of two evils, and maybe the Earthrealm Warriors has to team up with Outworld. But enough for that right now. Ermac is another possible character. Now, a couple months back, there was some quote-unquote concept art that was released. Some people say it was fan-made, but then again, you see like some 3D type models with it. And yeah, I think Ermac has a really good chance of coming back. Once again, I believe that he'll be working for Koltel Khan because he is aligned with Outworld, or maybe because Shao Kahn died, his bond, or their bondage, I guess technically, because Ermac's multiple people, was broken, and now he's kind of lost or whatever. And maybe he's recruited by Raiden. I think that'd be an interesting concept because in the original timeline, once Kenshi freed Ermac from their bondage, they became a good guy and they started helping out people and stuff like that. And yeah, I would like to see Ermac become a good character. I think he'd be a great asset. I think he would kick some fucking ass. Of course, if Sonya is still alive or whatever, she might have some issues with that, considering that she saw Ermac rip Jax's arms right in front of her. So, who knows? But let's hope Ermac's in there. He's a cool-ass character, and he's actually really fun to play with the last time around. There was another Shokan, Kentaro, who is still alive. Once again, aligned with Outworld, but who knows at this point. I think he's going to be, buddies with Goro. Or, hell, maybe Goro will be a good guy, and then they're kind of at odds, and, hell, maybe have to fucking kill Kentaro as Goro. I think it'd be fucking awesome. It'd be a giant monster mash. It'd be like Godzilla versus King Kong. But yeah, Kentaro's alive. He was not killed like he was in the original timeline. So yeah, he's still a really good possibility. Next is Reptile, and you can almost guarantee that Reptile's in the game simply because he's a quote-unquote ninja type character. I say ninja type because if you want to be technical about it, Scorpion's the only real ninja in Mortal Kombat, but the devil's in the details. There was some art that came up a while ago. It was like I guess like a character selection screen or something with Reptile where it shows, their name / their variation that you're using. It was Reptile / armored skin. Now, whether he's a playable character or not, we don't know. But the dude's alive. He wasn't killed. And yeah, he's a fan favorite. Where he's going to have his allegiance, this is another tricky one because he did appear in Mortal Kombat 4. And he was banished to the Netherrealm after 3 because, genocide, and he killed a bunch of people and whatnot. And he ended up in the Netherrealm serving under Shinnok. However, he wasn't banished. Last time I checked, he wasn't banished to the Netherrealm unless, if we're to see that in the beginning of the game or something. So chances are he'll serve Koltel Khan. But then again, he was very loyal to Shao. Of course, he's loyal to any master he's with. So, once again, it's all up in the air. Maybe Quan Chi, because he's a big bad sorcerer, will manipulate Reptile like he does a lot of people and end up recruiting him that way. I don't know. It's all theory. It's all speculation. This is one of the few characters that I hope does not die. I like Reptile. I think he's an interesting character. I would like to see himself, become a little bit more intelligent and just maybe redeem himself later on in future games. But anyways, enough about him. Next up is Cyrax and Sector. Now, their placement in this story is a little bit different. Sector was actually successful in killing the Grandmaster and taking over the Lin Kuei, whereas the opposite happened in the original timeline. But of course, he's had no Sub-Zero to oppose him. So how will that work out? Yeah, he's got the Lin Kuei now. He's probably still going to be serving under the Emperor of Outworld, which is currently Kodao Khan. Or Sector seems to be a bit ambitious, because in his 2011 ending, yeah, he took over the Lin Kuei, which is kind of weird because he's programmed, or supposed to be programmed, for absolute loyalty. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. And of course, in the original timeline, once Sub-Zero banished him from the Lin Kuei, he went to Japan and formed the Dakunin, which is like a whole cyborg fucking clan of warriors or whatever. So yeah, Sector is an ambitious one. I think that maybe he will, pretend to be serving for Kotal Khan, but maybe he'll have his own agenda, kind of like how Noob Saibot can be sometimes. So that'll be very interesting. As far as Cyrax goes, I mean, Cyrax isn't inherently evil. He was against automation in this timeline, anyways. He was for in the original timeline, but he was against it now. And he was forced to become a cyborg. In the original timeline, once he regains his humanity after Mortal Kombat 4 Gold, technically, is where he actually appeared in. He regained his humanity, and he was recruited into the Special Forces by Sonya Blade and Jackson Briggs. So he is a good character at heart. And in his 2011 ending, which kind of goes along with Sector's ending, he ends up choosing to go with the Shaolin monks and stay with them. So maybe that ending will be canonical. I would like to see him become a good guy. Oppose Sector is like, no, I'm finally free of my programming. This is wrong. I've got to stop you. So we're going to see what happens to him in this new game. Next up is Purple Rain. That's a joke. His name is Rain because he was based off of a Prince song called Purple Rain. He's Rain and he's, purple. But anyways, Rain was a DLC character in the last game, and whether or not he's going to be in the game, I can't really say. Just like Scarlet, he was a DLC character, so he may not appear. I hope he is a fully playable character. Like a lot of these people, though, I hope they're playable or appear in the game simply for the fact that they get killed off. A lot of these characters we don't like, especially in the later 3 or 4 games, 4, Deadly Lines, Deception, and Armageddon. A lot of these characters we didn't care for. So hopefully they are in this game for the sake of being killed, whether they're playable, in-game cutscene, whatever. But Rain was actually pretty fun to play with. He has some cool moves. He was really refined versus his original timeline counterpart, and I liked him. I hope he does make another appearance. I hope he's a fully playable character. Next up is Kenshi, the blind psychic swordsman. Now, Kenshi is another DLC character like Rain and Scarlet, who most likely will not appear simply because he was downloadable in the last game. But then again, that's not confirmed. He may or may not be in it, but I hope he is. I hope he's in this game. I hope he's aligned with Raiden. I hope he plays a bigger role. If anything, I will think he will play the same part, kind of similar to how Nightwolf did in the in the last game. How he'll kind of be, that wise dude because he's all telekinetic and shit. Oh, update on Cyrax and Sector. They actually, Ed Boon tweeted something. Him eating McDonald's or whatever, or some cheeseburger. Someone tweeted back saying, oh, Ronald McDonald confirmed. He goes, don't you mean ketchup and mustard, in big capital letters. Now, for all of you who don't know, the original version of Mortal Kombat 3, ketchup and mustard were placeholder names for Cyrax and Sector. So yeah, chances are they're back. Alright, let's go with dead characters. People who have been killed off and are completely deceased. We have Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Noob Saibot and Sub-Zero, of course, with them. Check out my Sub-Zero theory that actually elaborates on that a little bit further, and you'll find it very interesting. Motaro, thank fucking God. Fuck that guy. I hated him. He sucked as a character. You didn't like playing as him. And in Mortal Kombat 3, he was a pain in the ass to fight. So yeah, thank God, or I guess God of Thunder, for killing him. Striker, Cabal, Shing Tsung, Sindel, if you remember, they got killed off in the third part of the last game. Jade and Katana are dead. Jax is dead. Nightwolf is dead. And Smoke is dead. Now, people say, oh, dead characters are coming back. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. No, they're not. They're dead. The whole purpose of this new timeline is to kill off a lot of unwanted characters. Well, one of the purposes of the new timeline. If these dead characters do come back, they will not be playable. They will either be in cutscenes because you got the Army of Darkness coming out of literally hell, and I'm sure you're gonna have some zombies and demons and whatever. And Quan Chi's going to be controlling these warriors because he's a necromancer and he's a sorcerer. So yeah, if they do appear, they're going to be either in cutscenes or you just have to fight them in game, similar to how Goro and Kintaro were. You will not be able to play as them because we don't have enough roster space for that many dead characters who have already been killed off. So yeah, won't be playable, and they will either be in cutscenes and or you'll have to fight them, just like Raiden did in the last game. You had to fight the dead characters inside the Netherrealm. Alright, now we got a list of characters who were introduced in MK4. Just like this and the next two lists, if they were already confirmed or if they were introduced in MK4 but they have already been confirmed or what have you, then I'm not going to mention them. So yeah, I've already mentioned Quan Chi, so he's not going to get mentioned. The first character from MK4 is Fujin. Now, Fujin appeared in Kratos' ending in 2011. Of course, Kratos is a non-canonical character for the Mortal Kombat series, but still, Fujin played a big role in Mortal Kombat 4. He was one of the few Earthrealm gods who were not killed whenever Shinnok and his army assaulted the heavens. So, I think Fujin has a pretty good chance of being in this game. Whether he or not he's going to play a big role or not, I can't say. I think he will, though. I think he'll be there to basically be, kind of a moral support for Raiden for the most part, because Raiden's kind of dealing with the guilt of Liu Kang dying and how, yeah, he stopped Armageddon from happening because Shao Kahn died, so Shao Kahn can't get Blaze's power and become invincible like he did in Armageddon. But yeah, I think he'll be a big moral support. I think he'll kind of, fill that void in Raiden's life and kind of help him along this difficult time. Next, we have Reiko. Now, Reiko was actually mentioned in Mortal Kombat 2011 in a cutscene where Raiden is talking to Smoke and Johnny Cage. You hear Shang Tsung saying that the next match will be between Nightwolf and Reiko. Reiko did make his first appearance in Mortal Kombat 4. A bit about Reiko: he was a general of Shao Kahn, but then he defected and joined Shinnok's Army of Darkness and the cult known as the Brotherhood of the Shadow, or something like that, which works under Quan Chi and serves, or they worship Shinnok and all this other stuff. So yeah, I think Reiko will make an appearance because he was part of that Army of Darkness. But I hope to God he's killed. I don't like him as a character. I think he's stupid. I think he sucks to play as. So yeah, I hope he's a playable character, and I hope he dies. Next is Jarek. Jarek was a member of the original incarnation of the Black Dragon Clan. And of course, because Kano is not assumed to be dead at this time because he was killed and brought back to life in 3, I think he'll be working with Kano very closely. I think, they'll be all buddy-buddy or whatever. But if he does make an appearance, chances are he's going to get killed. He was never a fan favorite. He wasn't brought back until Armageddon. So, yeah. Fuck him. Next is Tanya, another character I do not care for. I like a lot of characters on this list. She was the ambassador, or she was the daughter of the ambassador of Edenia to, New Realms or whatever. And a portal opened up from the Netherrealm in the original timeline, and she let these people in thinking they're refugees, and then later finds out, oh no, they're, fucking demons and shit. She later joins them. Why? I don't know. She's stupid. Maybe she I don't know, wanted to give Quan Chi a blowjob. I don't know. Anyway, she joined them, and then she was kind of a bad guy ever since. I hope she does appear in some way, shape, or form. If not a playable character, at least a cutscene, or she's just a part of the story. I hope she dies. I hope she's killed by Ermac. I hope Ermac kills her. I hope he fucking just rips her apart. Um, Kai. Kai was a former Shaolin monk. He was introduced in Mortal Kombat 4, and he helped out Liu Kang or whatever, and did, all this other nice stuff. Kai really has not been a big part of the story. However, even in the original timeline, if he does make an appearance, like I said, I don't know if I want him to be playable. I hope he is. Just so we can say we got to play as him this time around. Another character I hope who dies. I'm sorry I sound like a dick today, but a lot of these characters just suck ass. Alright, characters who were introduced in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. We have Li Mei. Now, Li Mei was a villager in Outworld. Her village was enslaved by the Deadly Alliance and promised if she won their tournament that her village was going to be free. That didn't happen, however. She did win, but then her soul was the last one used to resurrect a mummy for the Deadly Alliance's army that was originally the Dragon King's quote-unquote undefeatable army. And, of course, Bo Raicho rescued her at the last minute, but she was kind of like traumatized by the experience or whatever. Once again, another character, I don't know if we'll make the cut. Maybe she'll make the next game. I don't know. I think that's what's going to happen with a lot of these characters, to be honest. They will not appear in this game, but they'll appear in the next game, which is a smart move. I hope they just introduce these guys just to kill them off. A lot of the characters suck. I hope they introduce these guys, they get killed off and are replaced by newer characters, which I feel is what's going to happen. But yeah, you got Li Mei, who is a possible character. Bo Raicho, he made a somewhat appearance in the last game. He was in Shang Tsung's non-canonical arcade ending. Once again, I don't see him appearing at all. Movado was a member of the Red Dragon clan. Now, I think Movado is an interesting character. The Red Dragon are what spawned the Black Dragon clan, which is what Kano was a part of. Movado is pretty slick. He's pretty calculating. He actually works for a demigod, Dagon. So whether he'll appear or not, I don't know. Maybe he'll be like a shadowy character. Who knows? Then you have Moloch and Draman. Now, Moloch, I can pretty much guarantee is not going to be in the game. Not only because he sucks as a character and that fans don't like him, but I believe there's a screenshot, I think it's one of Quan Chi's introductions, to where he's holding Moloch's head. He's dead. Maybe they'll show him getting killed by Quan Chi. Maybe they won't get any explanation at all. I don't know at this point. It's like I said, it's all speculation. But somehow I seriously doubt he's going to be in the game. You can pretty much guarantee he won't be, which probably means that Draman, his best friend, won't be in the game either. However, I would like to see Draman die or something in like a little battle or whatever with the forces of light, see him in a cutscene and get killed. Then again, he's from hell. His soul will just redescend and form a new body. But, it's whatever. I would just like to at least see these guys. But I can guarantee you they will not be playable. Okay, then you have Blaze, who was introduced in Deadly Alliance. Blaze was a super hidden character. You had to complete all the little conquest training thing to unlock him. But because he has a bigger role in the story, he's supposed to, in a way, prevent Armageddon. I don't see him being introduced at this time. We did see him. No, we didn't. Never mind. Scratch. I was about to say something stupid. But no, I believe he'll be in a future game just to reassess, the fact that he is supposed to play a larger role later down the line. But I can pretty much guarantee he will not be in this game. Mocap. Fuck him. He was another super secret character alongside Blaze in Deadly Alliance. I doubt he will be in this game. Like I said, maybe down the road or something. Maybe we'll see him in a cutscene, but we're not going to be able to play as him, guys. So sorry for all you mocap fans out there. Then you have the vampire Nitara. Now, because Nitara is kind of a intelligent character, she's very, cunning or whatever. She has a plan. Outworld has not, or the vampire realm has not been separated from Outworld at this time yet. So maybe she will, I don't know, have her own agenda. Maybe she will work for the forces of light, hoping to, get her realm separated from Outworld. We don't know. It's all speculation. Maybe her character will be completely revamped, vamp, because she's a vampire, and she'll end up working for the Army of Darkness. I think that'd be an interesting concept. I mean, fuck, you got demons and specters and sorcerers and zombies. Why not throw a vampire in the mix there? Next up is the Lin Kuei Frost. Now, Frost is a cryomancer along with the two Sub-Zeros. I thought originally she might play, replace Sub-Zero. But who knows? Maybe, Sub-Zero will find her and recruit her or whatever. Maybe he'll train her a little bit. Of course, it would be slightly different this time around, considering that, different events and whatnot. Yeah, I think she'd be a real cool character. I think she'd be very interesting. But simply because we already have a cryomancer, that lessens her chance. Hell, I'd like to see her, maybe make her a DLC character. Shit, who knows? Or put her in the story a little bit. That's good. Hey, that's a good idea. Put her in the story, but then make her a DLC character. That way you save up your roster space, and she gets actually have an impact. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Mortal Kombat Deception. All right, here's some characters that are introduced in that game. First off is Havoc, the Cleric of Chaos. Now, I think Havoc might have the best chance of all of any of these characters of getting on this list, simply because he's a fan favorite. He was one of the few Deception characters who were positively received by fans, and he actually appeared in Mortal Kombat 2011. He was a part of Noob Saibot's non-canonical ending. What role would he play in this game? I don't know. He's a Cleric of Chaos. He is a complete wild card. He may end up working for the Army of Darkness because, they're killing people and it's all chaotic. He may end up working for Outworld under Kotal Khan because, they're all chaotic and shit. Hell, he may end up working for the Forces of Light like he did in Mortal Kombat Deception because Shinnok is going to, I don't know, maybe do something to where it ends chaos. We don't know. He's a complete wild card, and I would like to see him. I would like to see, maybe he's jumping the fence. Maybe he's playing both sides, or all three sides, I guess, if you think about it. We don't know. I think he'd be a cool character to play as. I think it'd be very fun. I think he'd just see the gory and just chaotic shit he would do. He's going to be like, I don't know, ripping out people's spines and shoving them up their penises. I mean, hell, he's a Cleric of Chaos. That's what he does. So, yeah, let's root for Havoc, guys. Let's get on those Twitter posts. Tell Ed Boon we want Havoc in the game. Next is Hotaru. He was a Satan guardsman. He was a guard. He was basically a big police officer in the Sado, the Realm of Order. I doubt he's going to make an impact. I doubt he'll be in the game. We may see him as a cutscene. Good chance we'll simply have to see him in a later game. Along with Darius, who is pretty much the resistance in the Realm of Order, which, I don't know if you guys ever played Deception. If you see Darius's ending, all the resistance are black guys, and all the Satan guardsmen are white. Maybe that's a societal message. I don't know. That's just something I noticed. But yeah, I doubt we'll see Darius. Dairu, who was a Satan guardsman, and then was kind of manipulated by Darius in a way to end up becoming a mercenary. In Sado, the Realm of Order. Once again, I doubt he'll be in the game. He wasn't well received. He wasn't popular. He wasn't really big, memorable character. So, I don't know. Let's see him in a cutscene, and then let's see him play a bigger role in the next Mortal Kombat game. Just for the purpose of, yeah, you guessed it, getting killed off. Next is the Demon Ashra. Now, Ashra was quite an interesting character in Deception. She is actually a demon of the Netherrealm, but she found a quote-unquote holy sword, which purified her soul with each, dark entity she slayed. Now, I don't know if it's confirmed or not, but I'm pretty sure it was hinted that she is a fourth sister of Serena and the other three chicks that work for Quan Chi. I think she'd be a perfect fit for this game. I mean, the Army of Hell is opening up. Shinnok and Quan Chi are busting out of the Netherrealm. And I think she'd be interesting. Like, okay, because she's an ascending demon. Maybe she is working against Shinnok. Maybe the characters will be trapped in the Netherrealm, but she helps them out. I think that'd be a cool, interesting character. I think she should be in it. Maybe one costume is her quote unquote human appearance, and then another costume is her looking more demonic and shit. So yeah, let's throw Ashra in there. I think she'd be an interesting addition. She could kind of play like the Katana and Jade role of this game, kind of how like she's with the bad guys, but she's got a good heart. Next is Kira. Kira was a recruit from Cobra, or no, Kira was one of Cabal's recruits for the new Black Dragon clan in the original timeline. She's ferocious and vicious and all this good stuff. But like I said, I think she'll be in a later game, if anything at all. Cobra, I feel the same way about. Same basic role. He was recruited by Cabal to reform the Black Dragon clan. But honestly, guys, I don't think we're gonna see him in this game. He was lame. Next, we have Shujinko. Now, Shujinko is technically at this time still on his little quest to find the Kamidogu. If he's not in this game, he has a really good excuse because maybe he's in one of the realms that Shinnok is currently not invading. So yeah, maybe he'll be in the game, but I doubt it. If he is, I think he'll play kind of like a crazy old man role, like they're saying, he's kind of schizophrenic or whatever because, he's giving out all these prophecies like he's the champion of the Elder Gods. Kind of how, like, every once in a while you'll have someone coming up saying that they're the embodiment of God or what have you. So, yeah, maybe he'll play that role, but because of his current quest he's on at this point in time, I don't think we're going to see him in this game. Onaga, the Dragon King. I can guarantee we're not going to see him. He's a big character. He's a big boss. So yeah, we're not going to see him. We may see him in the next game. I think that'd be a cool idea because we can't have a Deadly Alliance because Shang Tsung is dead. However, we can still have Onaga. We can still have him be resurrected like he originally was. Maybe he won't use Reptile as a host this time. Maybe he'll just go directly to his original body once, all the Kamidogu are collected in the Nexus. So yeah, Onaga you can pretty much guarantee is not going to be in this game. But let's hope he's in a future game. Maybe we'll see him like at an end cutscene or something like we saw Shinnok in the last game. Okay, Taven and Dagon, they're technically from Armageddon. I doubt we're going to see them in this game. Taven is not going to be awakened yet. And Dagon, I mean, he's probably going to be sitting in the backdrop. He's probably just going to try to stay out of the whole situation and wait for it to all blow over. Oh, and yeah. As far as Shinnok goes, guys, he's the bad guy. He's the main boss. There's no speculation. I don't care what tweets you have to read from Ed Boon. Shinnok is the boss. That was pretty much guaranteed when we watched the ending of Mortal Kombat 2011. Quan Chi picks up Shao Kahn's charred helmet, and he's like, "Your plan worked to perfection, Lord Shinnok." And then Shinnok appears, and he's like, "Shao Kahn was blinded by rage. Blah, 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 blah. I'm the Emperor." So yeah, Shinnok's the bad guy. This game is pretty much going to be Mortal Kombat 4. Shinnok's going to bust out of the Netherrealm with Quan Chi, Army of Darkness, all this other stuff. So yeah, there's no guess here, guys. There's no theories. Shinnok is the main antagonist. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, rate it, comment below, tell me your thoughts, tell me your theories. As always, I want to hear what you guys are thinking. I want to hear, oh damn, my voice is all fucked up today. I want to hear your guys' theories, your thoughts. Collaborate with me, spread this word, get this news out, get other people talking about this shit. Hell, you guys tweet Ed Boon, hit his ass up. We want to know more. Take my ideas to him. Why? Because I don't have a Twitter account, because I don't get on Twitter. So yeah, take my shit, give it to Boon, give him some ideas. And as always, subscribe, get some more people to this channel, guys. So we have some more great discussions, and have a wonderful day.